And as the years progressed, we head into the wars of Southeast Asia. Another prop airplane, we have the Douglas A-1E Skyrider. Plenty of slots to drop bombs. And a prop so that it can reach more places than a jet. And right behind us, we have one of my favorite aircraft. And yes, they do have space in this hangar to fit the full B-52 Stratofortress. Still in service today, with many upgrades, of course, but it's still in service. And the Buff, the big, ugly, fat fellow. Let's go take a look at its bomb bay. Thousands of pounds of munition could be carried thousands of miles. The B-52 is one of my favorite aircrafts. One, it's the one I have a possibility of actually fitting in. And I love these massive aircrafts. The Boeing B-52. You can see all the analog controls. The ones that are still in service have obviously had all their analog replaced with digital. And by the time of the wars in Southeast Asia, jet aircraft, jet fighters, the technology has grown by leaps and bounds. We're flying higher, we're flying longer, and we're flying faster. And then one of the new revolutions is this right here. The ability for in-air refueling. Now we're screaming. The McDonnell RF 101C Voodoo. It has a Pratt & Whitney J57 making 15,000 pounds of thrust. And it also has afterburners. So by this time, we are in the jets and we are screaming. And here we have the Martin B-57B Canberra. Twin engine. Twin seats for a pilot and a co-pilot. The technology is progressing. And here we have an example of a turboprop, the Garrett AI Research T76 turboprop engine. As you can see, it's quite compact.
Museum visitors, don't miss out. Attractions tickets purchased today expire today at 5 o'clock p.m. And lines for the simulators and VR may start filling up soon.
And the thing about a prop job, as in this Douglas B-26K, it can provide close air combat help, support to troops on the ground that jets are just too fast normally to handle. And also niche aircraft, such as this North American Rockwell OV-10A Bronco, it would provide support for helicopters, forward air control, as well as observation. As you can see, the props in the cockpit with a very large field of view. But it also had plenty of munitions to take care of itself and whatever mission that it was supporting at the time. And as I mentioned before, you're going to see the explosion of helicopter technology, as in this Bell UH-1P Iroquois. You have the brave man jumping out with the M60, as well as their M16s, being dropped off right in the battle. The Black Mariah from Sikorsky, the CH-3E. People movers were very, very important, and helicopters were just the thing to do it. Providing support for the wars in Southeast Asia. And as I mentioned, a progress in technology, we have the progression of even helicopters taking in-air refueling. Here we have the Fairchild C-133K Provider. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it did. The C always designates cargo. We got old patches right there. And a progression from the Korean War, we have the Mikoyan Girovich MiG-17, an incredibly agile and fast fighter that would be proven to be very problematic in these wars. And in the East, as you can see right here, the attention to safety and comfort was oftentimes overlooked. As you can see, that cockpit was very small and visibility had to have been limited. Now here we're going to do a East versus West comparison. Right here we have the Republic F-105D, and you can see how massive that cockpit is. as also how massive the aircraft itself is. And then we go over here to the very small, no real attention to comfort at all, in the east with the MiG-17F. Now here we can see an example of the merger between McDonnell and Douglas to the McDonnell Douglas that some of you may know today. We have the F-4C Phantom II. It has two General Electric J79G E-15s, making a total of 17,000 pounds of thrust. And I'll be saying this until the end. They're getting faster, they're flying higher, and they're also flying farther. The wars of Southeast Asia saw the progression of swept wing technology. Here we have the F-111A Aardvark. And you can see extended wings for low speed stability, swept wing for high speed agility.